favor, a sus sillas.
Funny.
A
I'm
sus
gonna leave after
sillas.
this.
Okay. I'm only going to give you 30 whole minutes. Is that too many?
Estamos,
Your
okay.
presentation 30 minutes? Oh my God.
Where you gotta be? You gotta go
Próximo,
shoot.
the next 30,
No.
the next 30
Just take a little
minutes,
clip, a few
we're
minutes,
going
a
to
few
be
minutes,
able
and then go.
to cover
No, I'm cool.
artificial intelligence. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Queen Bee Ford.
Hello, good afternoon. I know it's tough sitting in a room. Buenos dias. Yes, I do speak Spanish, but to save you the pain, I'm going to speak English because it is not so good. I work here at Florida Blue and have for 25 years, but I also do freelance business consulting, and one of my passions is AI. I am a certified prompt engineer, so I like to play around with everything and figure out what it can do for me. So we'll just get right into it. Oh, and I'm not a podium person, so if I look nervous and I walk around a lot, that's what it is. So, how many people in this room right now think that they don't use AI every day? That they don't use it every day. Think you don't? Okay, let's see. So, our guy up here, it looks like you recognize anything up there that you use? Any Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, the bird guy, Amazon? I saw you on Amazon. I know you're on there. I saw you. Siri, Spotify. Right, so we're using this thing every single day of our lives. It's part of every day. What is it? Generative AI refers to algorithms, which I like to call rhythms, that learn, kind of like you learn how to dance and you hear a song and you remember that rhythm and you do that thing. Same thing, algorithms. AI is a language, it's math. Math is a language, so you got a couple things going on with this. It can reproduce language. So you'll hear learning language model, you'll hear natural language model, you hear lots and lots of big words about AI, but I'm not going to big word you today, we're just going to talk about it like people. Another thing is it didn't just pop out of thin air. You didn't wake up and, oh, AI was there. No, AI was here. It's been coming around since the 1950s. So recently it's been gaining traction, not just in businesses, but it's been in our home. We just didn't know it, and we didn't know what it was called. We didn't know how to differentiate it from what we do every day. So let's play games. We're gonna play a game called Mythbusters. Let's see. AI is gonna take every single job. Every job. Okay, myth. That's right, that is a myth. AI will not replace all jobs. AI will create many opportunities. How many people came in their horse and carriage this morning? Nobody? Oh, okay, well then you're used to a technological revolution because we have cars. Who tapped out their messages this morning? SOS. No? You used your phone? Okay. The revolution is all right with you. So let's see. AI thinks just like a human, just like me. What do you think? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what. One thing AI lacks is consciousness. So we'll say that the lack of human consciousness is the limitation. So the essence that is Quimby will not be replicated in AI. I hope not. If you see it, let me know. Let's see. AI never, ever makes mistakes.
You ever tried to solve it?
Looks like you had a mistake. So what are we saying? Are we saying myth? It is a myth. AI technology is not infallible. AI technology builds and learns. So if a tidbit of information was put in there that was incorrect in that algorithm, it's going to stay there until it learns that it's not. What's in it for you? What's important about it to you? Generative AI is empowering. It's a powerful tool. It can automate tasks. It can enhance your creativity. I know it is for me. Most of the art in here I created from AI. I'm not an artist, nor am I a tech guru. So it helps make the landscape very competitive for everyone. Understanding ChatGPT, which Monica said is her best friend, but it can't be because there he is and he's my best friend. So an overview. So what we're going to do is take a little look at some things you probably didn't notice about ChatGPT while you're in there asking your questions. So it's an open AI, which means it is learning in the architecture. It processes and generates text based on user prompts. So what's a prompt? What does that mean to you? Same way I come up and go, hey, how you doing? My name's Courtney. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica, where do you work?
I own JBM Accounting.
She owns J. See, I just learned that. We prompted each other with a conversation. As we keep talking, we'll keep learning about each other. So then the next time I see her, I know something about her. I know how to approach her. I know how to talk to her. Do you speak my language? Again, AI is math. Math is the language. So do you speak my language? Some key features in chat, number one, is that it can be contextually correct and coherent. It can understand and reply to you in your language. Almost, I think last I checked, 130, something like that. Prompts, again, this is how you talk. What's a prompt? What does that mean to me? A prompt is a layered question that you're asking chat to give you back an answer for. So when you go in there and go, hey chat, show me some sneakers. Well, it's pretty vague. Show me some sneakers, gotta be more specific. What kind of sneakers do you wanna see? What label, what color, what kind, what do you want them for? Where are you gonna wear them? Putting the more information that you put in there, the more you're gonna get back. So that's the specificity. Specify exactly what you need. 3, define outcomes, steps and tones. Tell AI what you want it to do. Do you want steps? Do you want a guide? Do you want a document? Do you want a how-to? Do you want a song? Whatever it is, specify. Specify the tone. I want you to be friendly. I want you to be professional. I want you to be funny. AI is going to try to do that for you. The more you talk, the more it learns. So some practical application and some cool things you may not know. Business-wise, we're always looking for ideas, right? How to get better, how to draw customer base, how to use data for enhancing my business, for making money, for getting what I need. We want to do all those things, and we want to do it not 2 hours, or 5 hours, or 2 weeks. We want to do it right now. If you're like me, I want it right now. So, some things here. If you hit explore, you may not know that all of these things are inside chat and interacting with chat. All of them. You can do almost anything. Create presentations, slides, PowerPoints. You can draw pictures straight out of your head. Color. Create coloring books, if you like those. You can get tech help, tech ideas. It goes on and on. You can get help with writing in almost any way possible. Resumes, cover letters, productivity. Several ways to help you be productive in your business. So as you can see, on and on. Education, I'm a doctoral candidate. I use this faithfully. Faithfully. Helps me write, helps me do research, all that good stuff. So you may not have noticed all these things. I even went in there and told it to give me a workout plan that I could ignore. And it did that. And I still ignore it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you in like 5 minutes. I'm at a
I listen to
convention
Monica
soon.
sometimes, she says I have to go to the gym to make it work. And then,
I gotta
this
call
is
you.
my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, I was gonna put her picture and her avatar in it, but I thought I'd spare her, so I created another one. I also created one of Sandy Martin, but I didn't use it. So this is Monica, who is an AI-driven virtual assistant. She is my assistant based off of Monica, the bot. So we're gonna take a look.
FCHCC Town Hall attendees. Nice to see you. My name is Monica. How can I assist you today?
Well, I need help every day, and I thank her. And she does a lot for me. She tells me that I'm missing meetings. She tells me I have emails. She tells me I'm supposed to take medication. She does a lot. She sorts my emails. She makes my calendar. So let's take a little look at other things she can do, because like chat, she has many, many interfaces, just like chat. So let's take a peek. So chat is inside Monica. Notice Perplexity, Claude, Genius, Gemini, Llama, Dolly. Every single one of these that you have heard of and that you have used is right inside old Monica. Wow. So you can do all of this, generate anything you need. It can integrate. You can go out and select it as one of the bots. It's an app. It will start coming up. There are paid subscriptions. I recommend that everybody start free. Start free. Learn. Play around with it. Start asking questions to it. Learn how to, build some prompts around your business and what you do. And it will start to lean into what you do and start to answer you based on those prompts. The more you talk, the more you prompt, the more it learns, the more you get. So some use cases. So Monica, she does one thing that chat cannot do. And I'm gonna walk back here and I'm gonna show you in real time. She can compare all the AIs against each other and give you a consolidated, corroborated answer. So let's take a look at her doing that. Let's sit down right here. Let's ask her something. Okay, here she is. What should we ask her? What should we talk about? What should we talk about? Anybody have any ideas? Talk about money?
Need a budget.
Okay. What should we ask her about budget?
Write me out a budget for the month of March where I'm taking into account,
Okay.
let's see, rental, I don't know, rent, whatever.
I speak to mine very nicely because I want her to be really nice to me. Let's create a budget for a vacation. Okay.
To Europe.
That's a good one.
To Europe? Who's going?
Monica, the real one.
The real Monica's going, and she's taking me for, let's say, 5 people. Okay, we'll fight about it later, guys. Okay, so let's see, for 5 people, we are going to, where are we going? Italy. Okay. So I'm gonna do that thing I said where I said be specific in the summer.
Yeah.
In the summer. So we're gonna say in the summer. What month? Let's say June. June. We want. Give me outdoor activities and places to stay in. It's gonna ask me where, so we need to be specific. We can't just go to Italy. We're going to Venice. We're going to Rome. Yeah, we gotta be specific because Monica will say, where are you going?
Give her a time frame. A time frame for these 3.
That's right.
Like a week. She did. Oh, just.
Let's see what she says. Let's see if we gave her enough information. Well, she seems to know a heck of a lot about Rome. She must have been there. So there you go. In that little quick span of time, she just gave us what we asked her for. She's given us prices, budget, food. Now, if we wanted to keep talking to her, we could. We could keep on refining what we're saying, and the more we want to know, we could keep asking for details. Look, she told us about hotels, Airbnbs, all that good stuff. So basically, that's what she can do. Well, I want to know what everybody says. So, let's see. Go in her memory. Oh, why don't you take me there? Why is my thing missing? Monica doesn't like my setup in here. But if I wanted to, I could go and compare across all of these, and they're all pretty much going to say the same thing, but some may tweak, and one of them will come up in Chinese, which is deep sea. And you just have to change that. But if I wanted her to tell me this and say I couldn't, you all couldn't understand that. Let's ask her. Did she say it the right way? Glitch, and this is the part where it's not always right, so you are going to have to play with every single thing that you're doing. But I want to see this in Spanish. I want to see what it says. What does it come out to? Does it tell me the right thing? Am I going to understand it?
Translate the message about the trip plan.
Let's see. We're going to translate. Let's dump it in here and see if it makes sense. When you see this little thing right here, it means she's thinking until it stops. So let's see what she said. Look good?
Yeah.
Saying good stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So she can do a few things. She can do a few things. You know, and I will show you all the comparison. Tools for the future that I like. Other things that I like, Synthesia and Otter. Monica mentioned Otter. Otter goes to all my meetings. It takes all of my notes. It sends messages to, after it takes the notes, it takes the action items. It separates everything out by who spoke, what they said. It asks me if I have any further questions and if I want to add anything. It then will generate an email, and it will send that email to the recipients that are on that meeting. So you don't have to touch it. Yes, it has a free version. Like I said, try free. Play around with it. Yes, ma'am.
I started using Order because, of course, there's this wonderful woman here. And it is a game changer, right? If I'm in a meeting, it's very difficult for me to really pay attention to the person, right? And then the text comes in, and then someone passes by, and your memory is everywhere. But really, that's a game changer because, like she said, it'll say Order is logging in into whatever meeting utilizing, I use Zoom for the chamber, and it does create it. It takes minutes. So it'll send it to me for review, and then we can send it back to all the individuals that are part of the meeting. So talk about efficiency, right? A lot of times I have to go back, take notes. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I'm just taking notes. You do waste a lot of time. That minute plus minute does become an hour, and that's just really made a difference. So that's how me as an organization have leveraged, Order for Honor.
Anyone else? I got somebody over here. Hold on a second.
Last meeting at the committee, Monica couldn't make it, and we talked for like an hour, and it was amazing to see how this AI tool was there taking notes, and then at the end of the meeting, we received everybody, including Monica, who wasn't present, a summary of everything we talked about and everything that we highlighted, the action items and everything. That was a game changer. I didn't have to write down a report on the meeting. It was done automatically, and it was sent to everybody's email. That was great.
Pretty awesome. Got one more.
So I'm in advertising and marketing. One thing that I like to share with hiring people, and many of us are very busy. So the way that I use ChatGPT is I upload all the resumes that I'm getting to ChatGPT, and I ask it to tell it, I need you to tell me, who is the best candidate, who has this kind of skill, and it will tell you this person does not qualify, why, and the reasons why they don't qualify. It goes through the entire resume.
Absolutely.
It saves me a lot of time.
Saves time. Pilar has some.
And then it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna search the web for that person, really deep profile and history and what they've done.
It does do that.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something that is really funny. I think like 2 years ago, I was nominated for business in the chamber, and I received an email like the day before to say, okay, you need to have some speech in case that you want to win. And I said, okay. And that day I was really, really busy, and I said, okay, I'm going to go to GPT. I started to work with that for a month before that happened. And I see my speech, and I say, perfect. I went to the event, and when they say, okay, the winner is somebody, she started to say the same speech that and my tip is, please change the GPT is a tool, is not the only one.
That's right. Which is a great segue to our next slide. It's a great segue. It's a tool. It is definitely a tool. Synthesia is another tool I like for creating avatars and things of that nature. And no, you don't have to be an artist. No, you don't have to be a tech guru. This is my very first video. Please.
Hello, everyone. I can't wait to see you at the town hall on February 28th. Let's look to the future together.
That's my very first video. As you can see, she was a little strange and quirky, but she was me. She was me. You can do that. It has selfie avatars, and it's a wonderful thing. And we talked about a lot of fun stuff, but we got to come back to, for business owners, something very important, which is the ethics, the ethical considerations behind using open AI. Ethical AI is essential to ensure that technology serves humanity positively. And I know that many of you think of AI and then you go right to that thought of that robot in iRobot, and he's gonna come over to your house and strangle everybody. So that's not gonna happen. But you want trust between you and the AI. You want to have that trust. So you have to build those layers of trust into your processes and into your business things that you're using, which is right on the tail of data privacy and security. You may have heard the terms guardrails, data rails, things of that nature. Data privacy is fundamental to uphold an AI system. So a lot of places can't use open AI, of course. For instance, my job here at Florida Blue, we do not use open AI. We have our own that we have created internally, which is responsive and respective of our proprietary information. So, you're data stewards of your customers' information also. So, and careful how you, use that. So like I said, breaches are happening. I don't know if you all, have seen many, many breaches that have happened over the last few years. Breaches are happening every day. So cautious while you're fostering trust and you're putting those data rails and guardrails in place while you use this AI in your business. Another thing I like to address is bias in AI. What does that mean? What does bias in AI mean? Well, somebody built AI. It started somewhere. A human, some humans. Bias can lead to unfair outcomes that affect mostly marginalized communities disproportionately. So I would definitely caution in how you're teaching, how you're talking, what you're doing to build your AI and build your relationship is inclusive of, for instance, this room, this Hispanic chamber of commerce, this room, and inclusive of your customer base. AI doesn't automatically know which customer base you are seeking out if you don't tell it and continue to teach it. So when you're using it, make it work for you and for what you need based on your demographic and the information that you require. So I went out on the web. I looked at the list of attendees that were going to be here. I'm sorry I couldn't do everybody. I would have loved to. But another thing that I love is generating my content. I have a little TikTok hobby on the side. I'll tell you about it later. But I like to create ads and things like that. So I'll use AI to do little cool stuff that I see, other creators doing. I go in, I give them $1. If they say donate, I give them 5, 10, whatever. And I say, hey, I had an idea. Can you do such and such a thing for me? So Mocha Miski, which is Pilar, where are you? Oh, there she is. She has a wonderful brownie shop that I adore. Let's take a look at the ad. That's a brownie, by the way, that's popping out. And why? Because I love brownies. And on her web, she has 1 million likes, if you noticed. See right there, Pilar has 1 million likes, even though I created those 1 million likes. But her hashtag, which is very important, eat your selfie. And I like it because I will eat my selfie silly if she lets me get her brownies. So this ad can be dropped in LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. It can be dropped anywhere. It can be reconfigured to drop there. It comes with the directions. So she can take this and she can use it. She can do whatever she wants with it. So I'm going to give her that later today.
Thank you.
And finally, we're going to talk a little bit about the future. AI is doing so much. I kind of tried to break this down by the businesses that I saw here, the membership and you lovely people that were coming. So I saw real estate, I saw restaurants, I saw banking and finance, entertainment, healthcare, of course, not-for-profit organizations, and a new type of AI, which is not new, but the word physical is kind of new to people, physical AI and robotics. So you see some things that AI is doing and is going to do, like predicting market trends, automating property listings, enabling virtual tours, which I've seen quite a few. On Joel's website, he has some really cool stuff, so if you go out there and look, it's wonderful. Restaurants, optimizing your menu, predicting demand. It can even tell you, hey, people are changing the way they eat. You need to change up your menu. They don't want to eat that anymore. So things of that nature, smart ordering. And of course, robotics are entering the food prep. You've seen it here and there. Banking and finance, AI detecting fraud in real time. So right then and there, when it's happening, you're finding out. Personal financial advice, automating loan approvals, AI-driven ATMs, and robo-advisors are coming. It's just limitless. For entertainment, and I love entertainment, curating personal content, like that ad you just saw. You have your Netflix, your Spotify, your YouTube, that are becoming increasingly useful and increasingly adept at interfacing with all kinds of AI to do really special things that come out of your head. Just remember that. Your ideas and your art that's in your head is what this output can bring for you. Across healthcare, we have diagnosing diseases faster. We have robotics surgeries that we didn't have before. We have pancreases, we have STEM, we have a lot of things that are happening in that space. And then, of course, not-for-profit organizations near and dear to my heart is streamlining funding, identifying donor trends, optimizing resource allocation, providing real-time analytics in this moment so you know what you're dealing with right now instead of last year, the year before. And some AIs do have, guidelines on what times they serve and, might have stopped in 2023. So be mindful of which AI you're asking what questions to for your time frames. So a little homework that I'm going to give you before you go out. There's some cards and there's some pens on the table. If there is something you absolutely would just love to learn how to implement or do, write it on that card. And your contact information, your email, leave it on the table. I'm going to pick it up and I'll probably send you an email and talk to you. So the other homework is, what are you going to leverage AI for for your business and for the betterment of your community. Think about that, and I'll see you guys the next time. Thank you. Closing remarks.